Russia continues to attack civilian targets in Ukraine, at times using Iranian-made drones. Experts tell VOA that Russia may be turning to Iran and North Korea for military supplies because it is running out of its own, as VOA senior diplomatic correspondent Cindy Sain reports.
Ukraine is reeling from a week of intense attacks on civilians and infrastructure in the capital, Kyiv, and across the country, like this one in the southern city of Mykolaiv. The United Kingdom's Defense Ministry has confirmed that Russian forces have been using Iranian-made Shahed 136 drones since at least August, and that they were used in the brutal attacks this week. John Kirby, spokesperson for the National Security Council, spoke to VOA about the Iranian drones.
We knew that these drones were going to be introduced onto the battlefield when we said publicly that the Russians were going to Tehran to buy them. It remains to be seen how much of a factor they are, but clearly they have lethal capabilities.
Kirby said the U.S. and its NATO allies are providing Ukraine with the air defense systems they need to respond to Russia's attacks. One expert told VOA there is likely a practical reason Moscow turned to Tehran for drones.
It's probably likely that he is running out of his precision and more modern weaponry. He has lots of older Soviet-style weaponry and older Russian weaponry, the sort of dumb bombs, that's probably what he's going to have to rely upon more.
Another expert told VOA it is noteworthy that Iran is getting involved in Russia's war against Ukraine.
This is the first time we've really seen the Islamic Republic of Iran since 1979 to get involved in another military operation in this fashion. We haven't seen this before in terms of helping another sovereign state. Iran does a lot of activities in the region in terms of supporting proxy groups, Hezbollah and so forth. But here is Iran supporting Russia. This is unusual. This is new.
Vatanka told VOA he does not believe Iran providing drones to Russia will have a strong impact on the already stalled U.S. attempts to revive the Iran nuclear deal. And he said Tehran is trying to play down its cooperation with Moscow.
They don't want to be seen to be taking part in this conflict because they're worried about public opinion in Iran, which is very much against the Russian invasion of Ukraine.
Late last month, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky condemned the use of Iranian drones to attack his country and reduce the number of diplomatic personnel at the Iranian embassy in Kyiv. Cindy Sain, VOA News.
At least 4 people reportedly injured after a rocket struck the mayor's office in a key eastern Ukrainian city controlled by pro-Kremlin separatists Sunday morning. According to Russian state-owned domestic news agency RIA Novosti, the municipal building in Donetsk was seriously damaged by the attack, which local separatist authorities blamed on Ukraine. RIA Novosti and local media also report that 3 cars parked nearby were also destroyed by a fire as a result of the strike. There are no reports of casualties. In Kyiv, it made no comment on the attack. Kremlin-backed separatist authorities have previously accused Ukraine of numerous strikes on infrastructure and residential targets in the occupied territories without providing corroborating information. Meanwhile, explosive-laden suicide drones struck Ukraine's capital, Kyiv, as families were preparing to start their week early Monday. Kyiv City Mayor Vitaly Klitschko says the attack hit the capital's central Shevchenko district, damaging several apartment blocks and setting fire to a non-residential building. No casualties were reported so far due to the attack, and it was not immediately clear the drones' intended targets. But over the past week, Russian strikes have hit infrastructure, including power facilities. Now, strikes in central Kyiv had become a rarity in the last several months after Russian forces failed to capture the capital at the beginning of the war.